The Weight of Silence, A Journey Toward Healing. Chapter 1. The Disappearing Tradition. My name is Cynthia. At 35 years old, I had been married to my husband, Howard, for 10 beautiful years. Together, we share a 7-year-old son named Charlie. We used to be inseparable, wrapped in a blanket of happiness and laughter. But over the last few months, a cold shadow fell over our home. Howard, who manages a demanding role as the boss at work, began retreating into complete isolation. Our daily routine devolved into an exhausting pattern. He would come home, eat dinner in absolute silence, watch TV, and go to sleep. On weekends, he vanished into golf games, business meetings, or the closed confines of his home office. We used to have a sacred nightly tradition, drinking Turkish tea together, talking and laughing. Suddenly, there was only silence. The tea grew cold, and so did my heart. I felt like an invisible stranger in my own home. Chapter 2. The Red Dress and the First Departure. Desperate to bridge the growing distance, I sent Charlie to my mother's house for a weekend, hoping to give Howard space to rest. That night, he ate quietly and went straight to bed without a word. Driven by a need for answers, I tried again a few days later. I cooked his favorite dinner, put on makeup, and wore the red dress he used to love. When he arrived late and didn't even notice, my heart raced. I forced myself to ask the hardest questions. "Do you still love me?" I asked softly. "Of course I do," he replied, his eyes looking tired. "Work is just hard. I have too much stress." "Is there someone else?" "No, never," he insisted. "Please wait a little longer. I'll try to change." I chose to believe him, but nothing changed. Weeks passed in icy silence. Eventually, I packed a small bag for Charlie and myself, leaving a letter on the kitchen table. "I miss your heart more than your presence. I am not leaving forever, but I can't stay invisible anymore." Chapter 3. The Lit Screen. A week after staying at my mother's house, Howard messaged me. He said he missed us, missed his family, and was ready to change. Hoping our marriage could be saved, I returned home. The illusion of a fresh start shattered on a quiet evening after I put Charlie to bed. Howard went to take a shower, leaving his phone on the living room table. The screen suddenly lit up with a notification. My hands shook as I read the preview from an unknown woman. "I miss you. Did you think about me today?" My world stopped. The late nights, the emotional absence, the heavy silence, it all finally made sense. When he walked back into the room smiling, I felt incredibly small. I cried silently into my pillow that night, watching my 10 years of devotion break into 1,000 pieces. Chapter 4. Choosing Peace Over Pain. The next evening, I didn't scream or shout. My voice was calm, anchored by a newfound clarity. Asked him to sit down. I saw the message. I said simply, "I gave you 10 years of my life. I trusted you. I want to believe you, but I cannot live like this." Howard didn't try to deny it. He looked down and murmured, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you." Hearing those words, I knew the marriage as I knew it was over. I stood up, packed our bags, and returned to my mother's house. Walking out into the quiet dark holding my son's hand, I realized that sometimes love isn't enough to save a relationship. Sometimes choosing your own peace and dignity is the bravest thing you can do. Themes reflected in Cynthia's story. The illusion of busy. How emotional withdrawal is often masked as work-related stress. The pain of invisibility. Living in physical proximity with someone while experiencing total emotional isolation. Self-preservation. Recognizing when staying in a broken situation costs more than walking away.